the celebration of the miracle of Easter in the capital of a state the world does not recognize. They call it Transnistria, a country of some 500,000 souls in a thin sliver of territory on Ukraine's western border. They've just urged President Putin to recognize them as an independent state. It seems the Kremlin has been hearing the prayers of its Russian-speaking brethren in Transnistria.
This is nothing else but an exercise in democracy if we let these people do what they want.
In Tiraspol, the capital of Transnistria, the symbols of the old Soviet Union still have pride of place. But the end of the Cold War led to a civil war here, as the region broke away from Moldova to protect their language and their links with Russia. More than 1,000 people were killed in the bitter fighting on the eastern bank of the Dniester River. It was only quelled when Moscow ordered its troops to intervene. The Kremlin soldiers remain as peacekeepers here to this day, and many politicians here would like them to stay as defenders of a new sovereign republic.
The key point is that people in Crimea voted for it, but to some extent we're a little, there is a sort of a jealousy in our situation.
Sandwiched between a casino and a shop selling Soviet memorabilia, in Tiraspol, the embassies of Abkhazia and South Ossetia, two breakaway regions of Georgia, equally unrecognized by the world and now hosting Russian troops. The American Senator John McCain, visiting Moldova last week, made clear his views of the Russian strategy.
Russia is a gas station masquerading as a country. And I apologized for that because actually it's a mafia-run gas station masquerading as a country.
On the banks of the Dniester, the fortress of Bundary, first established by the Genoans in the 13th century, taken by the Ottomans in the 16th century, and then captured by the Russians in the 18th century. For 8 centuries, this has been an outpost of empires guarding the trade routes to the east. Now it's set to become a battleground once again between a resurgent Russia and an expanding Europe. Set on a critical fault line between the east and the west, history has a habit of continually repeating itself on the banks of this river. David Chater, Al Jazeera, Transnistria.